So, Miles, today we're talking about discipline
Mm.
and uh, the short-term gains that people are chasing. And you said some interesting things about it. So, I want to invite you to share your thoughts about this short-term gains, distraction in discipline.
Okay, well, short-term gains. I see a lot of people going for the short-term gains, the fizzy drink or the junk food, or just going home and just doing nothing, or not going to the gym today. Oh, I'm too tired for that. I'm gonna go to sleep. I see this a lot everywhere. Everywhere I see it. Um, so I try to understand why those people choose those decisions. Maybe it's just because out of habit over time, and that's what they used to. Maybe they're scared to take the jump and do something like that. Maybe they don't see it as actually beneficial not eating the junk food. Why would I not eat it? Let me just get the enjoyment from this now instead of what if I eat salad? I'm not going to enjoy myself. Maybe enjoyment is the top of the list for them.
Mm.
Maybe. So I think to really we can sit and talk about short-term gains, long-term gains. There's millions of videos about this, I'm sure. But I think to make an actual change, I think we need to change people's priorities and take that instead of having that top on the list being enjoyment or gratification or anything like that, approval from other people, anything, whatever it may be. Instead of that being the top, it needs to be their health, their well-being, their
Mm.
long term, their future, how they feel inside really when they go to bed at night. How do you feel? Are you proud of what you did today? Changing that would then change the whole world. Like if people could really understand that, take that priority to the top, I feel then these habits will change because why do people eat McDonald's? Everyone knows McDonald's is bad for you. Everyone knows it. Coke is bad for you. Coca-Cola is bad. People still choose it. Why? Because they feel good when they eat it. They know they're going to feel bad afterwards, but all of that is put to the back for the enjoyment and the time. So it's changing that internal conversation with yourself and saying, nah, I'm going to do this and this is going to be better for me. Don't think, oh, but I'm not going to see any results. I'm going to go to the gym and, I'm not going to see any results in a week. What's the point? 6 months, maybe. It's too long. I'm too big. It's been too long. I haven't done it. I can't change now. Get rid of those limiting beliefs. Why? You can change, and all of that will change as soon as you make the first step. I've noticed recently. I've been slacking in the gym. Haven't really been eating the right food. I've sort of just let that loose for these weeks, but I've been observing. I've been watching it, and when I've not been to the gym 3 days, 4 days, whatever it may be, I'm thinking, oh, yeah, I come home the next day. Oh, I just want to go to bed. I just want to go to bed. Like you get in a habit like that. I'm grateful that I've had the point of my life where I've trained daily. I've gotten the best shape of my life. I've fought as well. So I've had that experience. I know that these thoughts now in my head that are saying, no, just go home, go to bed, eat that junk food. I know that they're out of just repetition and they're the sort of additives from the food. They're the enjoyment of the laziness of not going to the gym. I know that. So I see it as a facade. And I know that when I go to the gym, I'm going to feel so much better. When I eat healthy, I'm going to feel so much better. I know that's the best thing for me. So I'm grateful to have that. But some people, they haven't had that. So they see these sort of things looking at them saying, no, don't go today. Eat that junk food. And that's all there is because there's nothing else to them. They haven't had the time of being healthy for months and really fit and they feel how good they feel then they haven't had that contrast. So all they see is this one side, then that's what's real to them. So they just carry on. Because who knows in this unknown on this side, who knows what's going to happen? They might not even feel good. They will. They don't know that. So they don't take the risk. And that's what I want people to understand that when you take the leap and you go and you do it, first few days it's going to be hard. First week it's going to be hard. You're going to get used to it. Same way you're used to eating the junk food and going home or watching Netflix or whatever it may be, going out, drinking alcohol. Same way you're used to that, you can be used to this. And this is going to bring you long lasting, fulfilling feeling and you're going to feel good, much better than when you go for this short term impulse out of habit. I wanted people to know there's a light to the dark side. There's both sides. You can feel good this way as well, and it's much more fulfilling and it lasts much longer. I think it's important for people to know that.
Thank you. And I think that's very helpful. I think it's very helpful for people out there who are struggling with discipline. And yes, some people have kind of like a punishment association with the words
Yeah,
like discipline.
yeah.
I'm going to be disciplined. I have to be disciplined. Uh, there's nothing attractive about this word discipline. However, I beg to differ in that. Um, and to make discipline a more attractive word,
Mhm,
I think what what helps is, as you said yourself, it's difficult when you're younger, and not even only when you're younger, but it's just difficult if you've not seen or experienced the long-term gain of
mhm.
sticking with a discipline.
Yeah.
So here's me going out there saying it's been proven by all the same people who we all admire, who we all find inspirational,
Mhm.
um, and they've all left us a blueprint, and they all keep saying the same thing:
Yeah.
do your thing, do it daily, leave this because you're gonna end up being healthier, wealthier,
Mhm.
feeling better, fitter, all of those incredible benefits. It took me a while. When I was in my 20s, I cared a lot about how the muscles and everything looked.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I go to the gym and I want to shape my body because go out there and I want to look good.
Mm.
Again, boxing changed that for me because I always wanted to get to weigh 80 kilograms, right? Because I
Yeah.
was a skinny kid. And
How many kilograms?
80 kilograms.
Oh, hey, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I always wanted to weigh 80 kilograms because I thought that is the goal to reach, right? And when
Mm.
I'm 80 kilograms, all those muscles, and I'm going to look a certain way. And I got to that stage where I was weighing 80 kilograms. I was like, yes, look at me. And then I started boxing, and boxing taught me a lesson
Mm.
that all of those muscles, they can
Yeah.
look pretty, but if you do not know how to use them and utilize them, they're pretty for no reason.
They're weighing you down.
They're weighing you down as well, you know? And what the beautiful gift that I got from it is that I just started to look at exercise differently.
Mm.
I started to look at exercise not as a aesthetic thing, but as a functional thing.
Hmm.
What
Yeah, yeah.
does this training allow me to do? It allows me to do this sport that I love, right? And in a very short time, I went from 80 kilos to 72 kilograms. Um,
Mm.
and I felt stronger, faster, and more able,
Hmm.
you know, from I looked a certain way to I feel and I can do certain things.
Yeah.
Um, and then as I started to work on my life purpose, and going through certain exercises, it's all related to my coaching.
Mm.
And one of the exercises that I do with my clients, but also with myself, is a rocking chair test, looking at myself 30, 40 years from today.
Mm.
And when I started to introduce that, I looked at myself, okay, so what kind of grandfather do I want to be? What kind of father do
Okay.
I want to be? So first of all, it was what kind of father, but then also what kind of grandfather.
Mm.
Don't want to be that grandfather who is around his grandchildren and they have to be careful with me because
Yeah.
I might fall over or I can't climb or I can't do this. Uh,
Mm.
and with my daughter, it was very simple. Like I want to be able to train with her. Simple.
Yeah.
Right? But that longer term goal, that has shifted everything for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the nice thing about it is like as I work towards that long-term goal or long-term objective, the bonus of it is I feel fitter because I am training towards being a grandfather who is still agile and strong enough
Mm.
to play with little ones. But on that journey, it means that I need to be fit all the time because I need to be
Yeah.
fit in the next 20 years, maybe. I need to be in a fit shape. So
Hmm.
that creates a certain lifestyle. One of the things that inspired me so much, there was this gala where they were honoring Muhammad Ali and they brought out some old fighters and these old boxers in their tuxedo, and there was this massive staircase to see this man in his late 60s
Yeah.
hopping down the stairs as if he's 80 years old, ready to
Yeah.
still go in the ring. And oh, that's me. I want to be
Mm.
that guy in
Yeah.
his socks, still on his light on his feet. And if I want to be that guy, then this guy knows what he needs to do,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
you know? And then that
Exactly.
will come with all kinds of present benefits. But
Hmm.
to have that long-term goal of knowing that if I live this lifestyle and I'm not seeking the quick dopamine, if I'm not seeking quick pleasures, if I can confront myself with, oh, I'm being tempted into doing something that is not going to get me twinkling down the stairs like a
Yeah.
little fairy, pop, 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 because that's what I want. I want that
Yeah.
more so than the temptation that's being presented to me or the fear that's being presented to me
Mm.
at the time at the moment.
Yeah.
And and if I can add a little coaching gift, I've just done this with one of my clients in terms of discipline, um, to introduce a question. So whenever you walk towards a cupboard or a snack, ask yourself a question. Question could be, am I really hungry? Do I need
Mm.
this? Is this going to make me fitter, healthier, stronger? You
Hmm.
know, when you confront yourself with a significant question, you're confronting yourself and you're supporting yourself
Yeah.
from that quick distraction. Because sometimes, or most of the time, we're eating because either we're bored, we're looking for distraction, uh,
Yeah.
or we don't want to deal with something.
Hmm.
You know, I don't want to deal with this. I'm going to numb myself with something that is going to put sugar in my body, so my mind switches
Yeah.
off this thing that I need to deal with. Right?
Yeah. Definitely. That's how it is. Um, I like how you said then it's tempting you because that's what it is. It's tempting. It's saying, yeah, come over here, come eat this, when there's no benefit. And I like to remember that there's balance in this world. I feel yin and yang. There's order. So when you're getting that nice, tasty snack, don't think it's for nothing, for free. You're not just eating it and then there you go. You find there's a it adds up, and then over time you're gonna see next week, the week after, a month after, whatever it may be, you're gonna see the effects of you eating that snack. It's not for free, and I feel people sometimes can just keep eating it and think it's nothing. Um, but yeah, it tempts you over, and that is the effects. There is negative effects. I think I've realized recently that like sugar is nothing. Like this refined sugar is nothing. Like it's give when I eat that cake, it's giving me no nutritional value. It's just sugar. So it's just a dopamine hit. It's just basically a drug. So you're eating it, there's nothing to it, like for no reason. So it's only for the hit. And that's when I started to realize that. I've started to think, wait, so I'm eating this for what? I don't need it. And then you start to understand. So it's a good thing to implement, realizing that.
Yeah,
I
and
like,
not to be a nun or a martyr, where you go to a birthday, there's a birthday cake, or you know what? I used to have this where I had a sugar sundae.
yeah,
You know, it's the weekend. I'm gonna have a cake or I'm gonna have a chocolate bar. but then during the week,
Nothing. Yeah.
you know, um, as you said yourself, right? There's the fine balance of,
Mm.
I'm not saying discipline and don't have anything,
Yeah.
but find a lifestyle where if you're going to have alcohol, um, let that be a Saturday evening thing, maybe, you know,
Hmm.
and then especially in where we live in England, um, put a limit on it before you leave the house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have two, and that's it,
Yeah. That's it.
right? Not because you didn't drink the whole week. Now you need to have 12,
Hmm.
because that's an expensive bill that you have to pay. And I'm not talking about the
Yeah.
money. I'm talking about your kidneys and your liver. Because yeah, you can drink once a week and you can kill yourself in one evening.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. Yeah. This is that fine line of balance. And yeah, I feel you got to remember the price you're paying when you do anything. Remember, there's going to be a opposite effect.
Yeah,
So equal reaction, and that's
absolutely.
it. I like
Yeah,
what you said. Sorry about you said you was 80 kg, you got to 72. That I'm 80 kg right now, and I think when I go, I'm planning to go back to boxing. I know when I go, I'm gonna be 72 kg again. I know the weight just, when you box, the weight just pours off you, don't
it does.
doesn't
It
it?
does because it's a lifestyle. When you start training that again,
Mhm.
it's a lifestyle, and do it for something. I mean, that's if I would leave our listeners with one thing: do it for a reason, do it for something.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
being it the father you want to be, the grandfather you want to be, being it a competition, whatever. But um, give it some substance. The greater the motivation, the easier it is to fight the temptations.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Definitely. If you got that solid goal you in your heart, like you did, it'd
yeah,
be much easier, much easier.
absolutely. Thank you
Yeah.
again, Miles. Thank you again.
No,
Great,
you're welcome.
great to
You're
talk.
welcome.